Well, it's quite amazing how the snow run came about. Kelly Shires was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1997, and Kelly and I were really good friends. And when she was diagnosed, she realized that other aspects of cancer diagnosis was covered, whether it was for psychological or treatment, but there was a real financial barrier for women with breast cancer. And at that time, she said she was going to take her lemons and make lemonade, and we came up with the idea of the snow run.
There's a lot of cases where people who have cancer can't continue to work. They don't get, full benefits when they're off from work. They run into financial trouble. They can't pay their rent. They can't afford groceries. They have difficulty paying for simple things like wigs and prosthetics. And the money raised through this event goes specifically to help with that. This is not looking for a cure for cancer. There's lots of great organizations that do that, and there's a lot of money spent on that, and that's fantastic. This is different. This is raised specifically to help people in their day-to-day struggles, so they can focus on getting better, they can focus on their treatment, they can focus on living a good life while they're being treated and while they're recovering.
I'd like to ask if we can have a moment of silence in honor of our loved ones battling breast cancer right now, and also in memory of the ones we've lost, especially our very own Kelly and Kim.
From the very beginning this morning, when everybody put their hand up who either knew somebody or was affected by breast cancer themselves, and then there was a moment of silence, and it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, you couldn't hear a pin drop with so many people that were here and so many snow machines starting up and then shutting down again. There was not a word, not a pin drop, and it was actually a very emotional moment for me, having been a coming up 7-year breast cancer survivor and never having met Kelly Shires. I mean, she's an inspiration. This woman I never met is an inspiration, and the fact that she has created this not only is her legacy, but as a legacy to so many people who have passed on to breast cancer. That's why we're here, to fight this. And what better way to get out with a bunch of women and have a ball on a skidoo. It was just phenomenal.
Kelly was a friend of mine, and there's way too many women that are battling this, and I believe in the charity, and I believe in keeping her dream alive.
Kelly's dream was just to go out there and help people that were suffering the disease, and you know what, it's just important that people have the support when they're going through the journey, that they have medication and wigs and whatever, and if they can't afford it, then they should be able to have an avenue where they can get it, and this is what we do.
$386,764. That's the amount that our charity spent on women last year alone to help them with their fight against breast cancer. We help them in ways that no other charity helps. We give out 81.6% of all of the money that we collect. That is an amazing number. And the reason we have such a great number is because of the many volunteers that make this event such a worthwhile event and such a financially successful event.
I knew I wanted to do something. I wasn't quite sure. I first started putzing around with golfing, but I don't know a birdie from a club, so that didn't work. And Susie came over one night, we were talking about it, and then we're both avid snowmobilers, and we just thought that was a fabulous idea to get women out on snowmobiles, because when we go out with the guys, it's always pinned, and we're not having a good time. And this way you can just get out and just have a nice time and relax and some camaraderie, and so it's really nice.
Moving forward, where do you see it going in another 15 years? We've got ATV now, we've got 2 snow events. Do you think the need is still going to be there in the next few years?
I absolutely believe it will be. I mean, if we look at our stats for 2013, we had over 600 applicants apply to the charity, and we helped a good bulk of those applicants. And the numbers seem to increase every year. So having all these different rides and additions to the event and having different people or different ways of people participating is making it easier to fundraise to help this, because I do see the need growing year over year.